Hi guys, Lee here from Trading College with your free market update. Just back in from a long cycle ride, so I really want to dive into talking about here when it's too late to get into a trade. I think it's a really important lesson because often new traders will ask me, is it okay to buy the market sort of up here? And it is not the right time to get into a trade. Now, obviously, you're going to be using indicators, and now you're going to need some sort of momentum-based indicator on your chart. We have our very own Storyteller Indicator here that measures momentum, price over time. And when the histograms get very high and get very steep, a reversal is coming. And when the histograms get very low down, and there's plenty of them, then there's a reversal potentially coming. So let's take a little look at this Euro New Zealand chart here. Okay, now on the way up, get a nice pro-trend system buy, momentum starting to pick up to the upside. The histograms are pointing north, nice and light. When they're light green, the momentum's picking up, and you can see that the market pushes from 167 all the way up to 173 here. Now, when we start to get beyond 8 histograms, we're starting to get into the area of an overbought reading. And for me, then it becomes very, very risky to want to go into any long trades. I think short-term day trades are okay because your risk is pretty low and you can get out pretty quickly. But swing trading, I get the shivers when somebody suggests to buy something and the storyteller is really high. Or in this case scenario, this Euro New Zealand trade, when the storyteller is really low like this, okay? And then coming into profit targets, prior support as well. Yes, it could go down another 6 weeks. Yes, it could do. But chances are we're going to see some sort of rally back up, okay? And then what happens once it rallies back up here, if you're shorting it at this arrow here, and it then tomorrow is the day it rallies back up, goes back up, where's your stop placement? The reversion to the mean, as we call it. The markets go in waves. They go in waves, and if you can read those waves, then you will be on the right side of most trades. Now, of course, if you look at the situation here, we come all the way down. Storyteller extended, okay, so beyond 8 histograms. I'm not going to short that market. And then especially when we get this divergence, the yellow lines kick in, there's a reversal coming. Okay, so the ebb and flow of the market is really important. Let's take a little look at, let's look at a market like Aussie yen at the top of the list right there. You can see here, look at the momentum down below. Let's delete that retracement tool. Look at the momentum. Are the histograms peaking out? And the answer is no, they're not. So, I'd be looking to get into this trade at some point to the upside. But if it was something like this on the left-hand side here, where we have high peaks, mature storyteller, mature momentum, then my risk reward is not going to be great. So I want to go find little histograms where the momentum's starting off. And if I can go scan those with our screeners here, then I can get into some really nice trades and get in really early for some moves. Okay, so it's important that you try and get in the middle part of, or the start of moves, and not right at the end. And look, you don't have a crystal ball. You don't know when the market's going to reverse, but probabilities are that the storyteller or the momentum, whatever you're using, is extreme. And when it's extreme, there is a reversal going to come, unless there's a market crash where the markets will flush down. Maybe the stock market indices are going to do that. Let's have a look at the Dow Jones here. What about our momentum? And you can see here on the Dow Jones daily chart, the storyteller got very deep down here, and we got all the way to our profit target with red pro-trend system signals on the indices. And then we snapped back. Now, the candlestick's down here. Somebody's been trading that. It might be some machines, I know that, but look, a human being has probably shorted the market down here, and now they're sitting in pain. And this pullback where it's gone up, they're probably stopped out, or they're sitting waiting for it to drop down here. You're better off, as I said earlier, you're better off getting in early on the momentum to the downside, the first few histograms. And then as it starts to drop again, you get the histograms firing off again with red pro-trend system. Away we go. The cycle starts all over again. And the same thing when you're day trading. Let me show you the FTSE from last Friday night into Sunday open. So here is the FTSE 100 trade on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so the market on Thursday, Friday started kicking to go to the long side. Look at that lovely slow momentum. The momentum's, it's not picking up, it's just starting, and that's when you want to get into a trade. Unfortunately, by Friday evening, I'm only seeing where we are. The Storyteller is mature. Okay, so we're right up at its highs, over 8 histograms. So I started shorting in and around these areas here, defining my risk. So I started shorting. Look, the account is actually on the screen here, and I'll show you the trades that I took. And then on Sunday night, the FTSE gaps down and plummets. So I literally bank the money, the 4.5 grand on that. It actually went to 4.9. I could only get out around the 4.5, 4.6. But this, it might not be for beginner traders. Certainly if it's extended, I wouldn't start shorting like I did on Friday night if you're a beginner, because it's a little bit tricky when you're doing those reversal trades. You're always managing the right amount of risk. Okay, so bear that in mind. I mean, for day traders, the same. When those histograms are extended, just back away, go for a walk. You want to be on the start. Now, there's plenty of markets on our screeners here on the left hand side. They're going to fire off those trades for you, and you can pick those hot markets every day. Hope it helps, guys. And make sure you stay safe with those sort of trades. And if the stock markets at any time in this period that we're talking about, early March 2022, if they do start dropping really strong, just be careful when those histograms on your momentum or your Storyteller get very extended, because that's when it's going to snap back. All right, be safe, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.